Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Lady Night Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker. We're at the Castle this evening, and we are expecting a good one as your Lady Knights at 7-3 take on the 6-4 Bishop Dwenger Saints. And Harrell has predicted a 1-point margin of victory for Norwell in this one, Derek.
Yeah, and that has changed a little bit here in the last couple of games. Over the course of the DeKalb game for Norwell really hurt Norwell Sagarin because that was a 29-point favorite. And frankly, the way the game went, Norwell probably should have won that game by 29 points. We expected a closer game. The only reason it was closer is because Norwell shot 29% from the field.
Yeah, it was a struggle for the Lady Knights up at DeKalb on Saturday night trying to put the biscuit in the basket as they shot just 29% from the field and just 13% from beyond the arc and just 52% from the line. Left 15 points on the line, and a couple of those were one-and-one opportunities. A lot of history between these two teams. Over the last 15 years, they played 15 times. Obviously a non-conference affair for the two squads, Dwenger in the very difficult SAC, and Dwenger's losses, 3 of their 4 losses, have been inside the SAC to Northrop, Homestead, and Concordia. Their only out-of-conference loss was to a solid Belmont team, but one that I don't think would compete real well in the SAC.
Oh, no, not at all. Belmont came out playing their best basketball at the beginning of the year. Since then, they've kind of trailed off a little bit. They've struggled against the SAC competition. I think they really did a nice job over there bolstering the schedule a little bit. They did. They kind of beefed it up because they've had a couple of years now. You got to remember, Belmont didn't win any games a couple of years ago, so they had a very light schedule to try to get some wins, and that's why they had a tremendous record last year. But this year, the record not so important. I think Andy Heim knows that it's important to play tough competition with a chance at derailing Norwell's 7 consecutive win streak in the sectional.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Norwell, on the other hand, of their 3 losses, again, 2 of the 3 were from SAC teams. Yep. Concordia and Homestead was their most recent loss. However, they were able to, after that Homestead loss, they were able to come back with the win at DeKalb. And as Derek mentioned a little bit in the postgame show at DeKalb, that when you're not playing well, Knights are 7-3, when you're not playing well, to be able to do enough to come away with a win on the road, which DeKalb is normally a pretty tough place to get a road victory. There are positive things to take away from that experience. And
no doubt about it. But the reality is Norwell, a team that came in, they've got some experience, very interesting mix of kids here this year. A lot of times you see teams either class heavy. You see a good class that kind of comes through with the school Norwell size. This team is very balanced. They got a couple of seniors that kind of run the show a little bit with Wilson and Rouse. And then you've got a couple of freshmen that have a lot of playing time. You've got another couple of girls from both the junior and the sophomore class in Dunnick and Barger. So really it's been a very balanced year, I think, for Norwell, and that continues. For Dwenger tonight, it's all about Ellen Ross. Ellen committed to Butler. She's going to go there and play D1 basketball. She's very solid, has played since a freshman. And averages about 15 points a game. So she really is the dominant force inside. She can shoot a little bit from outside as well, so she can play on the perimeter, listed, I believe, at 5'11",
right.
But she can take you inside. Very powerful and a strong young lady, and always has been since her freshman year.
Well, and she really stands out in warm-ups, just watching the way she moves around the court.
Yeah.
Similar to what we saw up at DeKalb with the Brown girl, although not quite as tall. And I think the Brown girl might be just a little bit more athletic, but it's been really interesting to watch Ellen Ross evolve over the last 4 years as her athleticism. It's obvious that she spent a lot of time working on her game, working in the weight room, much more athletic than she was even as a sophomore.
Yeah, she's definitely improved a ton. In this game last year, Norwell let get away. It was tied at the half. The Lady Knights had Bishop Dwenger right where they wanted them, really. I mean, in a good spot on the road. And then in the third quarter, things did not go Norwell's way. Dwenger really turned up the defensive intensity, applied a backcourt press, and Norwell, for a team that handles it really well, did not handle it well at all. They're on the road, and it cost them. Dwenger went on a big run and ended up stretching that thing to 20 points before the game ended. I think Norwell only had 4 or 5 points in the fourth quarter as well. Really a big-time letdown on the road, and sometimes that's what happens. You're on the road, things get away from you, and now that game was much closer than the 20-point margin, but Dwenger absolutely dominated the second half. Should be a different story here at the Castle. I definitely don't see Norwell getting dominated in the second half tonight, but Dwenger certainly has a good shot to come in here and win this thing. Well,
and they're going to do it in front of not too many people tonight. It's not a big crowd here at the Castle. We were talking about that before the game, a little surprised by that. But we do appreciate those of you joining us from your homes and wherever you may be online. We've got a very good connection here at the Castle now, and we hope you enjoy the game. We've got cheerleaders tonight, but we do not have the pep band, so when it's time for all the pregame stuff before the starting lineups, we will be taking a break for commercial during that time. And I'm really interested to see how the Knights respond tonight. It would not surprise me, Derek, if they came out and shot the ball very well this evening after the struggles they had at DeKalb.
I sure hope they do, and I know they worked on a lot of shooting since then in their practice on Monday, so they definitely worked a lot on that, and this is a very tough week for the Lady Knights. You've got Bishop Dwenger here at home, a team coming out of the SAC, perennially strong. Cleveland Inch has done a great job turning this program around from where it was just 5-6 years ago. And then you've got Warsaw to end the week on the road, and that is a very tough place to play up at the Tiger Den. And a game last year that Warsaw, actually, they've played 3 times now, and Warsaw, or actually both teams, have won on the road in the series there. So it is a 2-1 Warsaw lead. Norwell went on the road a couple years ago. Warsaw 0-7 that year, and Norwell had to win in overtime. I mean, that was the year the Lady Knights went 23-3. So a team that, regardless of their record, they're going to come in and put up a very good fight.
Yeah, when you look at these numbers from DeKalb, it was really across the board. It wasn't it wasn't one or even a couple of players.
The only one that shot it pretty well was Rouse.
And Brielle Wilson.
Yeah.
Brielle Wilson, 3 of 5, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. And then Logan was 5 of 8 with her 2-point field goal attempts. But Aubrey Dunnick struggled, 2 of 12. Kaylee Felling struggled, 4 of 12. Brianne Barger, 2 of 10. However, she did hit 6 free throws to get into double figures. And it was just across the board. Kylie Topp and Maya Shelton together 0 for 6, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. But we've also seen what this team can do when they're on a roll. And if you go back to not that many games ago against Wabash, 31 of 47 from the field. Now, that was here, again, back the last time at the Castle. 31 of 47 from the field, 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. That's 64% from beyond the three-point line, and 15 of 19 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they did just about everything right. 84 to 39. You don't see a girls team get into the 80s all that often.
That's right.
Especially like that. Norwell did not play fast-paced in that game at all. They just kind of played their normal game there. And when you shoot that great of a percentage at 64%, you're definitely in good shape to put away in a Wabash team that's not having a bad year at all.
That's exactly right. Well, we will take a quick break here from a couple sponsors and be back with your starting lineups after these words. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Castle. We'll join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser now for the starting lineups.
First position, Dwenger Lady Saints. Starting at the guard, the 5'5" senior, number 5, Grace Wharton. Starting at the guard, the 5'6" sophomore, number 22, Molly Reed. Starting at the forward, the 5'8" senior, number 32, Olivia Sturba. Starting at another forward, the 5'10" senior, number 12, Caitlin Ryan. And starting at the other forward, the 5'11" senior, number 25, Ellen Ross. The head coach for the Lady Saints in his 5th season of the program is Cleveland Hinge. And now, Norwell fans, here's the starting lineup for your Lady Knights. Starting at the guard, the 5'6" senior, number 10, Brielle Wilson. Starting at the other guard, the 5'5" freshman, number 24, Haley Filling. Starting at a forward, the 5'8" junior, number 12, Aubrey Dunnick. Starting at another forward, the 5'11" sophomore, number 32, Brian Parker. And starting at the other forward, the 5'8" senior, number 44, Logan Brown.
Once again, those starters for Cleveland Hinge and his Bishop Dwenger Lady Saints. It's Grace Wharton, Caitlin Ryan, Molly Ream, Olivia Sturba, and a name you'll hear often, Ellen Ross. For Coach Thornton and the Norwell Lady Knights, it's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Kaylee Filling, Brianne Barger, and Logan Rowles. Aubrey Dunnick and Ellen Ross will square off in the middle of the floor. Ross at 5'11", Dunnick listed at 5'8". And it would not surprise me, Derek, if Dunnick won this tip.
Yeah, Ross, a pretty athletic player, though.
Yeah, she got up and able to knock it to her teammate. It was Molly Ream from the corner. With the miss was Sturba, and Rowles came out of there with it. Boy, Dwenger always, they're just like the boys in that they play very aggressive, good, solid defense. There's Brielle Wilson for 3, no good. But Rowles there for the that's Dunnick with the offensive rebound. Called for traveling.
Yep.
And that'll be the first turnover of the game. Good hustle inside by the Lady Knights. They did a good job on the. Oh, there's a too easy basket for Sturba as she was wide open underneath. That was Molly Ream with the assist. And there's another turnover on the Lady Knights. Dwenger with the early 2-point lead. From the side, that was Caitlin Ryan. And Dwenger here off to a quick 4-0 lead. Underneath, that's Rouse. Rouse with the reverse, no good, but Barger there to clean it up. And the Knights are on the board. Quickly down floor, Dwenger travels on the break.
Pretty frantic pace in the first minute and 15 seconds of the contest. I'd be interesting to see if that continues. Dwenger, I know, like to play a little bit more up-tempo. They average 60 points a game. This Norwell team can run with them, though, I think. It's just the question's going to be, how well can Norwell take care of the ball? Right now, they turn it over for the third time of the evening.
3 times on 4 possessions, as they had a couple of offensive rebounds in there. Dwenger with the early 4-2 lead, 6:28 left in the quarter. That's a tough play, but Ross able to track it down. Norwell trying to trap all over the floor as well. Dunick to break it up. They were trying to pound it inside to Sturba. Sturba listed at 5'8". Looks bigger than that to me, Derek.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't look too much smaller than Ross.
Maybe 5'9", 5'10". That's Ross inside, working on Barger with the left hand.
And that wasn't bad defense from Barger, just a better play from Ross.
Dunick having trouble with it out front. That's Filling on the right wing. Nice pass inside to Barger. Couldn't get it to go. It's on the floor and taken out of there by Ream. She's going to try to go end to end, no good. And Wilson comes out of there with it. The Lady Knights head the other way. And another miss. Who missed that one, Derek?
That was from Barger.
Barger
There's a
missed
miss.
again. That was Wharton with the miss. Again, Wilson, and the pace of play, pretty fast and furious here.
Just about to say something about that. If you're Norwell, you've got to control the pace a little bit better than that, because I think if you get into a shootout, you're probably not going to win with Dwenger. Now, I said just a moment ago that I think Norwell can run with them, but this pace is not good offensive sets for either team as the free throw is in and out for Dunick.
Yeah, and it makes it awfully tough for me to keep stats as Dunick go for 1 from the line. The Knights with just the 1 basket so far from Brianne Barger, and unsuccessful again. It'll be Dwenger basketball.
You got to figure out a way to make free throws. Those are key in close games.
Norwell 1 of 5 from the field so far. Grace Renbarger checks in for Bishop Dwenger. Renbarger's a 5'7" senior playing in the backcourt. Ross handling it up top. Renbarger, I thought she was going to crank it up there for a second. In the corner, that was Ryan with the miss, and Rouse able to pull down the rebound. Quickly the other way, Dunick misses the layup and be turned over. She was standing on the line when she touched the basketball.
Right, she had not reestablished. And that will give back to Dwenger. Norwell and Coach Thornton telling him to push, but not good offensive possession so far, and the shooting struggles continue. Dunick made a nice, strong move to the basket, and I like the aggressiveness, but you got to finish.
Yep. Norwell now 1 of 6 from the field. And again, good looks.
Yeah. Yep.
That's Ream with the basketball into the front court. They pound it down low to Sturba, and Sturba with the turnaround will give Norwell an 8-2 lead. It's a 30-second timeout for Coach Thornton. And the Knights right now struggling to find their footing on the offensive end and allowing Dwenger to shoot that's 4 of 8 from the field so far. They've had a couple easy baskets. Olivia Sturba inside, and then Caitlin Ryan also earlier with a very easy bucket for Dwenger. The Knights are kind of losing their way a little bit with the 1-3-1.
Yep. Good timeout there by Coach Thornton, trying to settle things down just over 3 minutes into the game.
There's how you break the press. Rouse on the break.
Nice pass.
Up ahead, and
nice
blocked is Barger by Ross. Excellent block by Ellen Ross. It'll remain Norwell's basketball. Good timing on her jump.
Well set up play for Norwell. I like the dump. Thought Rouse maybe could have been able to score that. She'll score this time.
Logan Rouse with her first basket. Brielle Wilson with the assist. In the corner, that was Ryan, and Barger pulls down the rebound but lost it to Ross. Ross puts it up, misses. Sturba there with the putback.
Norwell not doing a good job of rebounding so far. Dwenger's dominating on the boards. Norwell has done a nice job rebounding-wise on the season, and this team not much bigger, so it's frustrating, and now they turn it over again.
That's 4 turnovers on the Lady Knights. Up ahead to Renbarger. It's stolen away by Dunnick. Good hustle by the junior to get back and steal that ball. In the corner, Rouse. It's definitely at Dwenger's pace right now.
They almost turn it over.
Lady Knights turn it over again.
Yeah, you have got to figure out a way to control the pace. This does not favor Norwell at all.
Shelton and Bales now in for the Lady Knights as Wilson and Barger take a seat. That's Felling on top, guarding the point guard, Ream. A little give and go. That was way too easy as Ream just a little backdoor cut. Sturba with the assist.
12-4 ball game.
Got to get our scoreboard caught up. Felling breaks the press and is blocked by Ross. They'll head the other way. There's a little break. Oh, that looked like must have got her down low.
Did. Got her with the other arm.
As Maya was able to get her hand on top of the ball.
It's worth noting Shelton played pretty much the entire third quarter in the JV contest tonight. The JV won 46-42. That was a good ball game.
Dwenger trying to add to their 8-point lead, and the first one from Ream is good.
High arcing shot, but went straight through the net.
Very high. It barely disturbed the net as it went through. 3:20 left in this first quarter. It's been all Dwenger so far. Molly Ream now 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 4 points of Dwenger's 14. And the Knights having a little bit of trouble with this 1-2-2 trap. There, they broke it pretty well.
It's the exact same thing the Saints ran against them last year in the second half, and it was very successful. So good coaching choice from Cleveland Inge as Norwell turns it over again.
Foul's going to be called.
That's a late foul call.
And it's on Ellen Ross.
That's huge foul.
Yeah, that's her second, team second as well. She will be replaced in the Dwenger lineup by number 34. That's Faith Taylor as Barger re-enters for the Knights. So does Wilson, by the way. Oh, that was almost stolen away. Bales having a little trouble with it. Shelton. That's going to be off the foot of Brielle Wilson.
Oh, I thought it went off of the defender.
Yeah, I did too.
Boy, Norwell, and here's the deal.
6 turnovers.
Yeah, well, that's the issue. But Ellen Ross, the rim protector, no longer in there for Dwenger, so you've got to pound it inside while you have the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of her not being on the floor, as that's Ryan up top with the basketball. Dwenger just is moving a little bit quicker than the Lady Knights right now. A little bit more bounce.
That's a really nice defensive play.
It was. Barger did a good job of fronting the post, able to get a hand up. Now she'll try to drive, and her shot is blocked, but Logan Rouse there to pull it out. In the corner, Shelton's stuck, and Norwell's going to burn another timeout.
You don't want to do that in the first quarter.
So it's another 30. We'll keep it here and let you know that Peyton's Northern Kroger Company is now hiring if you're 18, able to work 10-hour days, and can pass pre-employment and background screenings. Please apply online at jobs.kroger.com. Jobs.Kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution. Search for Bluffton. That's Jobs.Kroger.com.
Well, 2:13 left here in the quarter, and it's a 14-4 Dwenger lead. Norwell has really not been in it from the start. They're going to have to find a way to do that, and now you burn your second timeout. I'm telling you, that comes back to bite you in a close game all the time. Coach McBride talked about it, and he didn't even use any of his timeouts in the first half.
Yeah. Norwell 2 of 10 from the field. Wilson flips it out to Bales for 3, no good, but the rebound goes through Wilson's hand. That was Ream that pulled it down. Up ahead, and a miss. There's Sturba with the putback, no good, and that's a jump ball. That was Renberger on the original miss.
Yeah, the athleticism has been much, much better. There's a large gap so far for Dwenger. They've been much faster on the floor.
They really have. And Bales is going to travel. That is the 7th first quarter turnover for the Lady Knights. Aubrey Dunnick and Kaylee Felling will check back in. Shelton and Bales take a seat. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Nope.
Yeah, that's going to go the other way. Brill Wilson, great timing on that leap. Able to create the turnovers. Ellen Ross is going to check back in with 2 fouls.
Dangerous, take it at her right now.
As is number 13, Maggie Cheever.
Right now, you can sacrifice a couple of block shots at a chance for a foul call if you can get it inside. Norwell's had plenty of trouble getting there.
Bad place to put the basketball there.
And they turn it over again. 8 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yeah, you just can't catch the ball standing still that close to the 10-second line against a trap. That a little bit of a careless pass there, tracked down by Ross. Norwell very active with their hands, and the officials are letting them play a little bit. That'll be a turnover on the Saints.
I like that. I really do. This is a Fort Wayne crew, so they know.
Yeah, let them play.
Yeah, absolutely. There's only been 3 fouls in this first quarter.
Barger, good move to get away from traffic, takes it all the way to the rim, and is going to be called for a charging foul. That'll be the first on Brienne, second on the team.
That's 9th turnover.
That's exactly right. I always forget to count those offensive fouls as turnovers. I've got them, the 2 of them, though, tonight so far.
That's going to be Norwell ball, they say.
Yeah, and I think that was the right call. I think it last touched Caitlin Ryan's fingertips, so not much protestation from the Dwenger side. Riles finds Wilson, and into the lane. Logan's going to miss a layup. The rebound to Dunnick. She scores. They're going to count the basket. The foul will go on Maggie Cheever. That's her first, team's third. It'll send Dunnick to the line. And Sturba checks back in for the Saints, along with Winnie O'Brien, the first time she's checked in. She's a 5'5" senior. Boy, a lot of seniors on this Dwenger squad.
Got the offensive board, though. Barger chased. I tell you what, Barger has done a great job on the boards the last couple of games.
She really has. Nice kick out from Riles to Wilson there. No good. The rebound high off the rim. It will be Dwenger's basketball.
Knights now have left 3 points at the line as well.
Yep. 0 for 3 from the free throw line, with 50 seconds left in this first quarter. That's Renbarger. Tried to find Sturba underneath, but the pass just could not be reached by Olivia. That's the 7th turnover on the Saints. So
what a sloppy first quarter.
16 turnovers in the first quarter.
And these are 2 teams that are ranked in 3A.
Filling splits the defense. Nice floater there from Kaylee. That gets the lead down to 6 for Dwenger. 30 seconds left. Inside, thrown away, and Riles came away with it. So the Knights can get this down to possibly 3 points. Oh, good kick out to Barger. Wide open, no good.
Yep.
The rebound pulled down by Renbarger.
That's on the line. Knights will get it back as it's now the turnovers are even at 9.
Yeah, 12.9 seconds left. One of the Knights' shooting woes continue. We were kind of hoping coming into the evening they might snap out of it, and there's still time as it's thrown away. Clear for the break is Renbarger. And that will end the first quarter of play. The Knights trail here at the Castle 16-8 against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. We'll be right back after these words.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the Castle. We are just about set to get the second quarter underway, and it's a 16-8 Bishop Dwenger lead. The two teams traded turnovers there at the end of the first quarter. And now 10 turnovers, I believe, for Norwell in that first quarter. That is about as big a number as you can possibly see. That they only trail it by 8, but the lead feels much bigger right now for Bishop Dwenger.
Yeah, 10 turnovers for the Knights, 9 for the Saints. The Norwell shooting 4 of 16 from the field in that first quarter. They were able to pull down 5 offensive rebounds, but it did not help them on the scoreboard. Norwell staying in that trap, and Rouse comes away with the steal. Dunick will take it to the rim, missed the shot, but is fouled, so she'll go back to the line.
Boy, if you're Dwenger, though, you got to be thinking that's a good foul, the way Dunick has shot it from the line.
Yeah, Hackashack, as the foul will be called on Molly Ream. Hacken Aubrey, in this case. And Aubrey, nothing but net on that free throw. Looked good on that shot. Aubrey does not take a lot of time on her free throws. Just kind of flips it up there, and no good on the second one. Rebound was pulled down by Ross. The pass able to get through. Sturba on the give.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fortunate for Dwenger because Wilson got a good hand on it, and unfortunately it was right into the arms, and Dwenger gets a bucket.
Rouse the other way, stuffed by Ross. That's a third block of the game for Ellen Ross, and Logan Rouse is going to pick up her first foul.
Boy, just nothing going right now for Norwell. They've just done not much of anything on either end of the floor.
Caitlin Ryan back in there for the Lady Saints. Picked up an assist on that last play.
The only thing Norwell's done well so far is forced turnovers.
That and rebounding. They've been pretty good on the boards. Inside again, Sturba wide open. Got free from that Norwell trap, and it's a 20-9 Dwenger lead. Quickly the other way. Ross with another block.
Every time.
Shelton blocked that time. Ross really dominating inside. I've got her for 4 blocks. There's Sturba again. No good this time. And Rouse pulls down the rebound. Sturba had a good look there. Just couldn't get it to go down. Felling crossed the line. With 6:37 left in this second quarter. A tough pass is going to go out of bounds. That'll be the first turnover of the second quarter on the Lady Knights.
This is just really bad basketball right now.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
Ellen Ross will take a seat with her 2 fouls. Faith Taylor checks back in for the Lady Saints. She saw some minutes in the first quarter as that's a horrible pass. Turnover back to the Lady Knights. Filling misses the shot. The offensive rebound pulled down by Rouse, and Rouse able to get it to go.
Well, finally, she sees something go through, and hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Beautiful
Quickly
transition.
The other way.
Oh, that's great from Bishop Dwenger.
That was Sturba with the basket. And a foul's going to be called in the backcourt.
Wow. Not a lot of contact on that one, the way this game's been played.
That was Winnie O'Brien on the assist, and Molly Ream picks up her second foul. Kaylee Filling will take a seat. She's replaced by Kylie Top. Kylie, first time on the floor this evening. Yeah, I forgot to give the Knights their 2. Thank you, Derek. That's Dunick in the corner. The Knights and Saints now both with 11 turnovers apiece. That's a ton with just under 6 minutes to go. And there's number 12 on the Lady Knights as Shelton travels in the corner.
You've got to take care of the basketball.
Green's going to check back in for the Saints, and Brianne Barger is going to check back in for the Lady Knights. Shelton will take a seat. Ream with the basketball. As wide open again underneath was Olivia Sturba. That was Faith Taylor with the assist. And Sturba having a heck of a game so far. I've got her for 12 points already. And they've all been layups at the rim. They've done a good job of figuring out how to beat that 1-3. Dunick will put it up and miss it short. The ball will bound out of bounds. It'll be Dwenger's ball. Ellen Ross checks back in. Ross and Ream both with 2 fouls. They're both on the floor right now. Ream has the basketball with 5:14 left in the quarter. Knights trailing by 13. In the corner, that's Wharton. Wharton forces it up. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll remain Norwell's ball. Brielle Wilson got a pretty good piece of that as Wharton drove. Wharton is a 5'5" senior. That's Ross up top. She has not tried to do too much offensively. This time she's blocked by Barger, and Dunick came out of there with it. Brielle Wilson directing traffic. On the baseline. Oh, good kick out to Kylie Top. No good. The rebound, though, to Rouse. Rouse looking for help. Kicks it back out to Wilson.
Boy, Ross is all over. Ross was probably getting away with some pretty good contact inside. But the foul's going to go on Ryan, I think.
Yeah, Caitlin Ryan picks up her first 16 foul on the Lady Saints. Logan Rouse will go to the line to shoot a pair. Logan misses the first one. And checking back into the Dwenger lineup will be Maggie Cheever. Now, I was looking for her on the roster. I think she might be a freshman, maybe. Didn't see her on either the JV or the varsity rosters, as Rouse couldn't get either free throw to go down, and Dwenger will have the basketball.
1 for 7 from the line.
Yep.
And that's coupled with, what did we say, 12 turnovers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maggie Cheever is a 5'10" freshman, getting some varsity minutes here. In the corner for a 3 attempt, no good. That was Grace Wharton. Barger came down with the rebound. Quickly the other way, Rouse. Nice move by Logan Rouse, a little up and under. Cuts the Dwenger lead to 11.
Norwell's going to have to string together some stops here.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gone back to what appears to be a man-to-man now defense, and they about had to do that. Sturber was just getting way too many easy shots.
Another Barger rebound.
Ross with the miss. Wilson will head the other way. Wilson will launch a 3 this time and knock it down. Boy, they really need Brielle Wilson to hit a couple outside shots. That pulls the Lady Knights to within 8. And Cleveland Inge is going. I believe that was Cleveland Inge's timeout. He uses his first. Known for quality academic options and dedicated professors at the University of Francis, you'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer besides back-to-back national championships. Visit online at sf.edu, which they accomplished Saturday night down in Daytona Beach. Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. To look and feel your best, visit Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 3424 or online at Bluffton Family Eye Care, all one word, .com. Dwenger will have the basketball with 3:32 left here in the half. They lead the Knights here at the Castle by 8. It's Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker bringing the action this evening. Nice move inside by Ross. Gave it up to Cheever. Cheever did not take the shot. Instead, kicks it out to Molly Ream. Molly Ream with her 6th point. Good assist there by Cheever. And the lead back to double figures for the Saints.
Nice
Good
pass.
ball movement. That was Aubrey Dunnick with the assist. Logan Rouse picks up her 8th point.
Yeah, the efficiency's starting to go up a little bit for Norwell on offense. They've scored now 3 possessions in a row.
That's going to be a foul on Logan Rouse. It'll be her 2nd. As she was trying to beat Grace Wharton to the ball. And Logan might have knocked the wind out of herself.
I don't know.
Or possibly bumped her head on the floor.
They are going to send both teams to their benches as Tracy checks on Logan.
Why don't we go ahead and take a quick break, hear from State Farm, and be right back.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back to the Castle, 26-18, an 8-point lead for Bishop Dwenger. 2:50 left in the first half as Logan Rouse exits with some kind of injury, but she is off the floor, probably in the training room at this point, and she definitely went down. I think it was more than got the wind knocked out of her as we originally thought. That's a huge loss for Norwell.
Yeah, I think she might have bumped her head. I'm guessing she's going through a concussion protocol right now with Tracy. Oh, as that ball's thrown away. That pass never had a chance from Bales, and Ellen Ross will go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Brianne Barger's going to pick up her 2nd foul. That'll be the 5th on the team. And that's just one of those freshman mistakes where you think you can get the ball there, but when it's a 25-foot pass, it's just not going to make it. Ross, not good. That's the first free throw she shot this evening. Dwenger was 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Ellen's 2nd one, nothing but net.
Probably not going to miss back-to-back too often.
No, I don't think so. She's too good a player, too consistent. Dwenger now within a 9-point lead, 27-18. Norwell working against this Dwenger man-to-man as Bales on the kick out from Barger, but there's Dunnick with another offensive rebound. That miss was Top, and Top chases it out of bounds.
You know, you can't ask for 2 better looks. On offense, they're both from the perimeter, and neither one able to get him to go down.
A long 2 and a 3. Top and Bales will each take a seat. I don't think it had anything to do with missing those shots particularly. As Filling and Wilson check back in. Ross inside, open, and misses the bunny. Gets her own rebound, and she will go back to the line. I believe Brielle Wilson's going to pick up her first foul. She does. That's the 6th on Norwell. So now both teams with 6 fouls here in the first half. Ross will go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:48 left in the second quarter. That was a good-looking shot. Very smooth from the senior, the Butler commit. Good on both free throws. And Dwenger's lead back up to double figures at 11. It has been a struggle again tonight for the Lady Knights to score, although the second quarter has been a little better. Dwenger steals the ball away as Dunnick with an interior pass that couldn't get through. That's Ream heading the other way. Now Wharton looking inside. They're trying to get it into Sturba. She's had a very good first half, and that's going to be a wow. That's a very tough call on Aubrey Dunnick, because I thought she had position there, Derek.
Well, I actually don't think there was a tremendous amount of contact.
Right.
Dunnick tried to sell it, and that's actually pretty surprising because most of the time in high school basketball you see that go the other way.
Yeah, or not called at all.
Right.
Actually, that's the way it should go in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
That it doesn't is a good no call. Instead, Dwenger expands their lead. Barger will take a seat. Top will replace her in the Norwell lineup.
Yeah, Coach Thornton giving it to him a little bit as that puts Dwenger up 12 after the missed free throw. And now, what do we got? A foul.
It's got to be over the back, I would think.
Norwell's going to go to the line here.
And I believe that's on Molly Ream. Nope, it'll be on Sturba. That's her first. So going to the line for Norwell will be Maya Shelton. Checking back in for Dwenger is Maggie Cheever. Cheever will replace Ream. That's a good move by Coach Inge. Ream with 2 fouls came dangerously close to picking up her third there. Shelton good on her first free throw. Maya's done a pretty good job of shooting free throws so far in the season. Just a minute 20 left in this first half. Knights trying to hang with the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and Shelton's second free throw pulls them to within 10.
Norwell needs a big stop here.
They really do. Ross gets free for the jumper from the elbow, and that's just too much room for the senior.
It is, but that's a little, in my mind, still a little bit of a forced shot. I mean, I understand when you're a D1 commit you can do that, but not a terrible possession for Norwell defensively.
Top turns the corner and draws the foul. I don't know if that's going to go on Cheever or Ryan. We'll have to check it. It is on Cheever. That's her second. 8th on the team, but it'll be a shooting foul for Kylie Top, as she can't knock down the first one. Norwell has not been real successful from the free throw line this evening. That's been a continuing issue for this squad. They've had some nights where it's gone really well.
Yeah, they're just not consistent at all.
Yeah. Into the front court is Wharton being guarded by Wilson. Norwell back in their man-to-man. They've been in that for a while now. And hustling for the ball was Filling, but Ross was able to recover it. She'll pull up with the jumper. Good. This time from the left side, and Ellen Ross having a big second quarter. 7 points, 9 on the evening. Norwell with 24 seconds left. They may take the last shot of the half here. Top looking for room to drive. Instead gives it off to Filling with the floater. Good. Nice move by Kaylee Filling.
Kaylee has gotten much better at that mid-range jumper all year.
She has. Very consistent with it now, as almost a turnover created there by Dunnick. 1 second. That's good if it goes. It doesn't. Ross credited with the 3 attempt, and that will end the first quarter. Your Lady Knights trail the Bishop Dwenger Saints here at the Castle 34-23. We'll be back with your halftime show after these words from our sponsors.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Welcome back to the Castle. We are at halftime, and Bishop Dwenger has opened up an 11-point lead over the Lady Knights of Norwell. It's 34-23 here at the break. It has been all Bishop Dwenger here in this first half. Ellen Ross really heated up in that second quarter, and the Saints, just when Norwell was looking like they were about to cut the lead to a reasonable margin, they had it down to 8. Logan Rouse exited with a head injury or we don't actually necessarily know what kind of injury it was. However, I did see her come out of the training room and go back to the locker room there at halftime. So that's probably good news. Definitely means she's probably going to be available at least in the second half. Now, how much play that means we don't know, but it's definitely a big blow for Norwell. Then Ross started to hit some from mid-range, and Dwenger stretched that lead back out to 11.
They did. They were up by 8 at the end of the first quarter and going to the locker room with an 11-point lead. Statistically for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, they were 14 of 29 from the field in the first half. They were 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. That 14 to 29 is 48%. That's a good mark from the field. And then, of course, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. But they were 75%, Derek, from the free throw line at 6 of 8. I had them for 13 turnovers and 9 rebounds. Individually, Olivia Sturba led the way in double figures. She had 13 and was 6 of 9 from the field in that first half. Ellen Ross, with a 7-point second quarter, had 9 total in the first half. Molly Ream was 6. Caitlin Ryan had 4. And Grace Renbarger contributed a 2-point basket as well. The Lady Knights in the first half, 9 of 28 from the field, just 32%. That is a little bit better than they were at Dwenger on Saturday night. But from beyond the arc, the woes continue. Just 1 of 7 in the first half. And then from the field, again, struggling at the free throw line, just 4 of 11 from the free throw line in the first half. That's 36%. Lady Knights committed 13 turnovers of their own, but they did out-rebound Dwenger with 16 rebounds, a lot of them of the offensive variety. Looks like 7 of those, 16 rebounds, were offensive. They just could not get the shots to drop. Individually, Logan Rouse leads the way. As you mentioned, Derek, very important to this Lady Knights effort. And then the points were just spread all over the place from there. Kaylee Filling had 4. Brielle Wilson and Aubrey Dunnick with 3 apiece. Maya Shelton and Brianne Barger had 2 apiece. And Kylie Top contributed a free throw. But I'll tell you, I don't know what it is with this Lady Knights squad. They just go through these stretches, and now it's 6 quarters long where they just cannot put the biscuit in the basket. And I don't know what that is. It's normally a confidence thing, whether you're standing still or moving. In fact, usually you're a little bit better off if you're moving, but they're just having a hard time. And it looks to me like they're a little bit firm with their shots, almost like they're anticipating contact.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And sometimes as a team you do go through those stretches. If you're Norwell, I do think that they did a nice job there in that second quarter of calming the pace down a little bit, because in that first quarter it was just frantic, and that favors Dwenger.
Yep.
They're a team that's better at getting out and running. But if you're Norwell, you want to kind of be a little bit more deliberate with your offense. Not so bad that you have 60-second possessions, but you want to look for a better shot. Dwenger's still getting up and down the floor pretty well and getting a shot early in the possession. Ellen Ross, again, she's difficult to stop.
Yes,
and outside of the couple mid-range jumpers for this Dwenger team, almost all of their shots have been right at the rim. They've been layups, and you got to give them credit for working that offense. They've done a really good job of creating some, and their plays have been well-designed and well-executed so far in that first half. Norwell's going to have to string together some stops, and I said it right at the end of the second quarter, but it's even more important now, and you have to find a way to knock down some shots. That's, again, what it comes down to. 13 turnovers is too many in that first half, but they calmed it way down. They only had 3 in the second quarter. That's a much more reasonable number.
Yeah.
So I think they've got that under control now. Now the question is, can you make shots?
Right. And Ellen Ross, on the defensive side of things, making it tough on the Knights as well. I had her for 4 blocks in the first half. And they were good looks. They were not out on the floor. They were right at the rim. So Ellen Ross really doing well on both sides of the ball for the Lady Saints so far this evening. I think you're probably going to see the Lady Knights stay in the man-to-man, maybe ratchet up the pressure a little bit, especially on their guards, although Molly Ream has really done a pretty good job handling the basketball so far for the Lady Saints. Now, you got to remember, they have a plethora of seniors on this squad. 8 of the 10 of the 11 players dressed for this ball game tonight at the varsity level are seniors. That's a huge senior class.
It is, and the Lady Saints, again, just from that opening start, that's been the difference. They looked a little bit quicker than everybody on the Norwell team. They just kind of, I don't think it's a matter of playing with intensity. I think Dwenger's just probably a step quicker than the Lady Knights, so they've got to find a different way to kind of offset that. And I think it comes down to shooting the ball well. Norwell got some good looks from outside in that first half. You have Bales that had a good look. You have Top that had a couple of them. Barger had a great look and missed everything. I mean, it's just nothing's going right now, and sometimes that can be contagious, especially on a team that's been shooting it poorly now 6 quarters in a row.
That's a good point, Derek. I would not quibble with any of the 7 3-pointers that they took in the first half. They were all good looks. You would encourage the players that shot them. Brianne Barger's struggled from outside, but still a really good look. It's a shot she hit on a consistent basis last year.
Yeah, and that's just completely disappeared in her game. She still hasn't made a three in the entire season, and this is the 11th game, so that's a trend.
Starters are back on the floor for both squads. Filling, Barger, Wilson, Rouse, good to see her back out there, and Aubrey Dunnick for the Lady Knights. Good hands there by Rouse to corral the inbounds pass. Reams, Sturba, Ryan, Ross, and Maggie Cheever is out there for the Saints. That's a change. That is going to be untouched by a Bishop Dwenger Saint in the first turnover of the second half on the Lady Knights. Cheever starting the second half in place of Grace Wharton. Ross with the cross-court pass. Well short was Caitlin Ryan, and that was Dunnick that came out of there. Maggie Cheever picks up her third foul. Coach Inge going with a little bit bigger lineup with Maggie Cheever in there, the freshman listed at 5'10". She looks taller than that to me. There's Wilson for three, no good. However, the rebound chased down by Filling.
Rouse for three. That's a long two.
Yeah, they're going to say it's a long two as her foot was on the line, but a big shot for the Lady Knights. They score first here in the second half. And Brielle Wilson, good steal, stepping in the lane. Oh, good kick out to Rouse from Wilson. No good on this one, though. And Ross is going to be fouled on the rebound. Looked like Brielle Wilson had an awful lot of basketball there. The Norwell fans not particularly happy with that call. She picks up her second. In for Bishop Dwenger, Grace Renbarger and Grace Wharton, 4 and 5, respectively. Cheever takes a seat.
Boy, Norwell really needed a basket on that possession.
Yeah, they did. As Ream tried to get it inside to Sturba.
They've been a lot more active defensively here in the second half.
Dunnick there to break it up. Aubrey's played a really good floor game so far.
Yeah.
I've got her for 5 rebounds already. In the corner, that's Renbarger looking for help. Oh, Rouse got her hand on it, yeah. And, Logan created that turnover because it kind of tipped off her fingertip and then off the fingertips of Molly Ream. The second turnover of the second half for Dwenger. I've got him for 15 overall. That's Kaylee Filling with the miss. And Dunnick chases it down, but Ross comes up with it. Ross way ahead to Sturba. Sturba loses it, and that'll be another turnover on the Lady Saints. Was that a 3 attempt by Filling?
It was.
So the Knights now 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. And Filling able to save it. Good hustle. Rouse throws it away.
Well, good idea. Well, they get the turnover back and almost turn it over again. Got to get it to a guard.
Done a great hustle on the defensive side as Barger launches a 3, and that's going to get stuck up against the backboard. And Barger really struggling from outside the arc. Now 0 for 2 this evening, and as Derek mentioned in the halftime show, 0 for the season.
Yeah, Barger just cannot hit.
Well, it's going to take some effort by the official. 3 times he hits the ball. And there we go. On the fourth one, it goes in. They will not credit Norwell with the basket. Dwenger yet to score here in this third quarter. We're just under 2 minutes in.
I like Norwell's defense now. Dwenger has gotten careless on a possession or two here, but Norwell's also created a couple of turnovers.
Norwell goes back to the 1-3-1 with Barger at the top of it. That's Ross on the wing. I'm a little surprised to see him back in this 1-3-1.
Yeah, Norwell, though, has been active, and it has forced Dwenger to really kind of speed up the game. Oh, what a block.
That was Aubrey Dunnick that came flying at Ellen Ross and swatted it out of bounds.
That was a terrific block.
Yeah, it was. Aubrey really getting off her feet to block that 3 attempt by Ellen Ross. In the corner, Wharton thought about it and loses the handle. That's 5 turnovers on the Lady Saints in this quarter. Oh, and Felling throws it away. She had the opening to the rim. Sturba on the other end misses and pulled out of there by Brielle Wilson. Boy, great rebound there by Wilson. Up ahead to Rouse. Rouse loses a handle, gets it back.
Oh.
No foul called.
That's got to be a foul.
They're going to say it remains Norwell's basketball. And we've got to, unfortunately, I'm not going to give Logan a shot attempt on that. Ryan back into the game for the Saints. Inside, Riles with the left hand, gets it to go. Assist, Brielle Wilson.
Well, the Knights have it down to 7.
Dwenger quickly the other way. Inside, Sturba wide open.
That's what you can't do. You have to get a stop. You know, you've done a nice job, and all their points have been kind of in transition. They don't really once you get them into a long possession, they have trouble scoring.
Dunnick with the pass. Riles can't get it to go. Good look there by Dunnick.
Yep. Riles over 2 from the line. Very uncharacteristic of her. She's got a chance to redeem herself here and get Norwell back within 5.
Picks up her 3rd foul.
Or should say 7.
Yep. 36-27. Riles. Now I've got her for 13 points. Maya Shelton checks back in for the Knights. Faith Taylor back on the floor for the Lady Saints. She replaced Ellen Ross. Shelton replaced Barger. And Logan misses her 2nd free throw attempt. The rebound pulled out of there by Ream. Ream with the floater, no good. It'll be out of bounds. Grace Horton back into the lineup for the Lady Saints.
And Norwell's been playing catch-up the entire contest, but they could get it under 6 points here, perhaps even 5 with the 3. This is an important possession.
They trail by 8 at the moment. That was Bales also in the game, by the way, for the Lady Knights. There's Wilson on the kick. Good. Logan Rowles with the assist. Good find by Rowles. And the Lady Knights now within 5, a couple of possessions. They need another stop, though. Sturba wide open inside.
I don't know how Sturba's getting that open. That's got to just drive Coach Thornton crazy.
Yeah, she's doing a great job finding space as Caitlin Ryan picks up another assist. They're just finding the seams, and that's going to be a foul on Logan Rowles. Yep, I saw that as well, and that'll be 3 on Logan.
Yeah.
And a turnover on the Lady Knights.
Man, that's just a big possession. You can't waste a possession like that. You got to get a good look.
The turnovers continue to mount for both teams. I've got Norwell now with 17, Dwenger with 19. That's Ryan with the basketball. There comes the trap. Dunnick almost there. Maya Shelton now on the top of that 1-3-1. Wharton finds Ryan. The kick in the corner, no good. That was Renbarger with the mess. Bales going to take it right at Ryan and really didn't have much of a chance to get that shot up.
No, I like the idea, but probably in that situation you got to pull that out and wait for numbers.
Yeah.
Don't like the matchup there.
Yeah, a jump stop I think would be a good move there. Yeah. Maybe a little shot fake. Oh, tough pass inside, and Ryle's shot was blocked again by Ross. Ross now with 5 blocks on the game. That 2 from Wharton in and out, and it'll remain Dwenger basketball. Grace Wharton now 0 for 4 from the field so far this evening. Dwenger's only scored 4 points in this quarter.
Yeah, but they still lead by 7, and it was an 11-point lead at halftime, but Norwell's got to do something to continue to get back in it, and again, it starts on the defensive end.
Kaylee Filling replaces Brielle Wilson in the Norwell lineup. Wharton threw it right through the legs of Aubrey Dunnick, and Bales there to pick it up. That's 6 turnovers in this third quarter for Dwenger, yet they still lead. Felling with a nice move. Can't get it to go, but she's going to draw the foul. Boy, nice little spin move in the lane there by Kaylee Felling.
Athletic move by Kaylee, and she'll go to the line here. And she shot it much better the last few games.
Kaylee Felling Faith Taylor picks up her first foul. Dwenger is going to use a timeout. Check it to see. We've not got an indication. It is a full timeout. So we will take a break and be right back from the Castle.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
And welcome back to the Castle. 2:58 left here in the third quarter, and it's a 38-31 Bishop Dwenger lead. Kaylee Felling going to the line for Norwell to shoot a pair.
Norwell 4 of 11. They're actually 5 of 13.
Right.
On the evening.
Rouse 1 for 2.
Right. Felling's first free throw attempt of the evening, nothing but net. Now, I'm not sure what the percentage is for Kaylee on the year, but it seems to me like she's been pretty consistent with her free throws.
Yeah, well, the problem is it's still weighed down after a 1 for 12 start.
Right. Her second, I jinxed her.
That's going to be over the back, so Norwell's going to get another chance here.
That's going to go on Caitlin Ryan, I believe. Yep. She'll pick up her second.
Yeah, not a shooting foul.
Just the 4th team foul on the Lady Saints here in the second half.
The Knights, though.
Offensive rebound by Logan Rouse.
And that's really big. Now it's down to 6. Now you need a bucket, and you can make this thing a really close game.
Yeah, they could get it down to 1 possession here with a 3. Now they've only hit 2 threes on the evening, both by Brielle Wilson to this point. Shelton into the lane. Felling thought about it. Now Rouse being hawked on the outside. Dwenger with a little trap there. Felling did a good job of getting away from that. And Dunnick with a good look to Shelton, but she was fouled before she delivered the pass. That'll be the 5th team foul on the Saints. And it'll be the second on Faith Taylor. Brielle Wilson's going to check back in for the Knights, along with Graham Barger and Olivia Sturber back on the floor for the Lady Saints. Sturber is having a really nice night. She's got 17 so far for Bishop Dwenger. Rouse with the inbounds pass. They swing it around to Felling. She was stripped from behind. That's a 5th turnover of the quarter on the Knights. Dwenger will retain possession as Wilson knocked it out of bounds. I thought Wharton might have gotten a fingertip on that.
Yeah.
The official right there.
Oh, yeah. If you're Norwell, you just have to get a good shot right there, and they don't. And they got 3 chances at it. They had to inbound it. Oh, that's got to be close to 5 seconds.
2:20 left here in the third quarter. Knights have gotten back into it after trailing by 11 at halftime, as many as 15, I think.
You can still feel the gap, though, right now for Dwenger. And the Knights are real close to getting over the hump and being right there, but they're still not quite there.
13 was their largest deficit as Ross misses the turnaround, and Brielle Wilson came out of there with the rebound. Ellen Ross has not scored here in the third quarter. Barger also back on the floor for the Lady Knights, by the way. Felling, a good kick in the corner. The Knights with good ball movement here. Dunnick on the baseline, partially blocked by Ross. Rouse there, she misses, and Sturber comes out of there with it.
Oh.
Now it's Barger Barger misses, and a foul's going to be called.
Well, that was kind of a crazy play because Dwenger almost had the rebound, but she knew that she was close to the out-of-bounds line, so she couldn't come back in and touch it, so she let it go back in. Barger missed the shot. I would have liked to see her take it to the rim right there instead of take it from 10 feet. But Norwell get another chance. And now the 6th team foul here on Dwenger in the second half.
And the Lady Knights with a couple more offensive rebounds on that possession as well. Felling being hounded by Wharton. Nice pass inside to Dunnick. Muscles her way in. Can't get it to go. And the rebound pulled down by Wharton. Wharton's going to be fouled.
All right. Is that 3 on Rouse?
It's 4 on Logan Rouse.
That's what I thought. That's what I was afraid of, and that really hurts.
She'll take a seat as she's replaced by Kylie Topp. Logan's had a very good evening. I've got her for 13 points on the evening.
Not a good foul either.
As well.
Can't foul in the backcourt.
1:22 left in this third quarter. Well, Logan's been carrying the scoring load. Somebody else is going to have to step up. They're playing good defense right now. There's another turnover on the Saints. Right, and the Knights just turn it right back.
That has to be a foul.
Up ahead to Ream. And Ream with her 8th point makes it an 8-point lead again for the Lady Saints. And there's another turnover.
There's a lot of contact. They're definitely then they get a nickel dimer in the front court. They have let them play. I mean, it's been consistent. So,
second foul on Aubrey Dunnick. The Norwell fans really not happy with the last couple of trips up and down the floor. And they're letting them play, and that could have been a foul the other way.
Yeah, they're just letting them play.
Yeah, well, as long as they're consistent.
Yeah, and they have been.
Kylie Topp, good defense on that possession. Nice pass underneath. Kaylee Felling with the assist. Aubrey Dunnick with her 5th point. And the lead back down to 6. In the corner, that's Ryan. 27 seconds, gets it back. Looking inside, that's Ross. Ross got bumped hard. Able to retain possession, fights her way inside, no good, gets her own rebound, and blocked. It's going to be a jump ball.
This got kind of out of control in the last couple minutes.
Well, the second shot was definitely a block.
Yeah, the first one is where I thought something had to be
and
called.
That's going to be another turnover on the Lady Saints. 9th of this third quarter. Ooh. Good hands by Filling to haul that down. 8 seconds. Top in the lane, loses the handle. Lady Saints will head the other way, and Wharton will lay it up and in.
That's the same way they ended the last quarter. You just can't do that. You have to get a good look, and they turn it over again. Turnovers have killed them tonight.
The Lady Knights will trail by 8 heading to the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, we follow a set of ideals and values that define who we are. Honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion. They guide us every day in our work and in our lives because we believe banking should be easy and everyone should be treated with respect regardless of their account size. It's why people have trusted us with their banking for generations. It makes us who we are. First Bank of Bern. We believe in the value of people. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Castle. 42-34, an 8-point Bishop Dwenger lead. It's down from 11 at halftime, but the Knights had as close as 6 as we get set for the fourth quarter of play. Dwenger will start with the basketball. Norwell, they create a turnover there at the end of the third quarter. You're down 6. You think at worst you're going to go down into the fourth quarter down no more than 6, and they turn it over and give up a bucket, and now you're down 8.
Yeah, that's a tough way to end the last couple of quarters for the Lady Knights. Also, 6 of 15 from the free throw line for the Lady Knights tonight, 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. They've done a good job on defense as Sturba gets free and misses, and Ellen Ross is going to pull down the offensive rebound and get fouled.
Well, even though Ellen Ross is a terrific player, Nobody boxed her out.
Yeah.
If you box her out, you get the rebound.
Or you get the over-the-back
Or
call.
you get the over-the-back. So
and the next foul on the Saints will put the Knights in double figures as Aubrey Dunnick picks up her third.
Lady Knights have just not played well again. And they've done some things in the second half that have been much better, but really nowhere close again. And like I said, even when they were down 6, you could still feel the gap. Dwenger has been in control the entire game.
That's the first points for Ross in the second half. She's now got 11. Shelton in the game for the Lady Knights, and Barger
fouled.
Had that pass tipped. The Knights were fortunate to pick up a foul on Molly Ream. Molly Ream picks up her 4th. That will put the Lady Knights in the bonus, and Grace Renbarger will check in to replace Molly Ream. Coach Inge has had a pretty good rotation out there tonight. He's played a lot of girls. Barger good on her first free throw.
She was 6 of 8 at DeKalb. She's been much better the last couple contests.
She has. She can make it an 8-point game with this one.
Cleveland Inge is a good basketball coach. He's going to be at Dwenger for a long time, I think, and he has built up a very solid program.
Yeah, he does a good job with these girls. I'll tell you, when he came into the program, they couldn't win a game.
No.
There's another turnover on the Lady Saints. Shelton on the break. A foul's going to be called, and it'll be a blocking foul. Nice move by Shelton. Wharton tried to pick up the charge and was not able to get in position. That'll be her first foul.
If you're the Lady Knights, that's who you want at the line, too.
Shelton 2 for 2 on the evening. Make that 2 for 3 as Derek effectively jinxed her. Good job, Derek. Usually it's me doing the jinxing.
Well, and we've said this many times. I've been around you for a little bit too long.
Yeah, Mel, that's obviously the issue. A lot of things are right about that statement. Knights trail by 7. It's still 3 possessions and another turnover. Wilson comes out of there with it going up against Ross. Ross is going to be called for a foul. And I'll tell you, there was not much, if any, contact on that play, but she brought her hand down.
Exactly.
And that's what gets the foul call.
And that's just about what I was about to say, is she brought the hand down. I don't even think she got much of the basketball there. She just swatted down, and you're going to get called for a foul more times than not. Reality is, though, only the 3rd foul, as Wilson is able to get the nice bounce on the free throw to cut it to 6 again.
Yeah, let's see. We now have 38 points in this quarter. That was, here we go. I'm right on. As
1 for
Wilson
2 again. Oh, that's off of Dwenger. Norwell's going to get another chance.
So Norwell they hit 2 free throws in this quarter. I think that was Felling shot a couple of free throws as Wilson couldn't knock that down.
Over the back.
It's going to be another foul. That's going to go on Wilson, I believe.
I think they probably got away with an over the back, and you can hear some Lady Knight fans voicing their opinions. There is a player down. I think it's Ellen Ross for Dwenger. It is, but she's back up now. She's going to go to the bench, though.
There we go. Now I got the thing straightened out. I had inadvertently putting those 2 free throws from Shelton into the 3rd quarter instead of 4th. So Brielle Wilson picks up her 3rd foul. 6 on Norwell now. Wide open inside Faith Taylor. Grace Renbarger with the assist. Boy, that was too easy on the out-of-bounds play. Well-constructed play.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was Shelton with the 3, no good.
That is not a good look.
Ryan with the rebound.
You've got to be more patient than that.
6:38 left in this one. The Knights only trail by 8.
And there's plenty of time, and that's why I said you got to be more patient than that, because there's no reason to force a shot, as we're going to have Rouse check back in, but we will have a timeout before that. It's a 30 called by Coach Inge of Dwenger.
6:37 left here in this basketball game. We'll let you know that Heidi Automotive is celebrating over 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles and an outstanding service department. Visit HeidiMotors.com to view their inventory. Also, enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6 and bowl for just $1.50 shoe rental at the Bowling Center, South Main Street in Bluffton.
6:37 left, and it's a 8-point lead for Bishop Dwenger, 46-38, as the Lady Saints have just kept that margin above 6 points for the entire game. Norwell has had it as close as that, but just haven't been able to really make the big play, and it really has come down to a possession or two as they turn it over again. Norwell's defensive pressure, for the most part, has been much, much better in the second half, but they still allowed a couple of easy baskets for Dwenger. Almost all of their shots tonight have come right under the rim.
I've got 25 turnovers now on the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Dunnick's going to go to the line.
This is a two-shot foul no matter what, because it's the 10th team foul, so it puts Norwell in the double bonus for the rest of the contest. And you don't see a team lead the entire game with 25 turnovers very often.
No. As the Knights continue to miss opportunities to score, Ellen Ross will check back in. Taking a seat will be Faith Taylor. Taylor, another one of those 8 Dwenger seniors, and Dunnick rolls this one in. It's a 7-point game. This is where the Knights really need a stop. This is where they've struggled with stops, and they get it as Dunnick stepping in the passing lane to get the steal. Filling to the baseline, throws it away.
Unbelievable.
Off the hands of Dunnick, but Felling chases it down the other way. The ball will be on the floor. It'll be a jump ball.
It's another turnover. It'll go back to Norwell here, so they get a break.
They do. That is 14 turnovers on Dwenger here in the second half. I've got them for 27 total now.
And they've been nowhere close to losing their lead.
No, they have not. 6 is as close as it's been. There's Felling with the floater, no good, and Barger pulls down the offensive rebound. Nice pass inside. Barger's going to get fouled. Can't get the basket to go. Olivia Sturba is going to pick up her 3rd foul with 5:43 left. Again, boy, just a lot of good opportunities setting on the rim for the Knights. Lauren Bales is going to check back in for Coach Thornton. Barger to the line and gets the roll. Barger replacing Filling. Also in for Bishop Dwenger, Winnie O'Brien back into the lineup. O'Brien replaces Ryan. And Barger now with 6 points. It's a 5-point Dwenger lead. Just over 5.5 minutes left. Ross playing out on the floor against the Norwell 1-3-1. In the corner, that's Renbarger. Now Ross tries to get it underneath and throws it away. That's Dunnick heading the other way. Gets it to go. That was a tough shot that Aubrey got to fall. It's a 3-point game. Quickly the other way. That's a quick shot, and it's going to go out of bounds. Not a wise shot by Winnie O'Brien. She's only taken... That's her first shot she's taken this evening.
Yeah, and the game, I think the pace just getting to her a little bit. You can feel Norwell's finally drawn back within 3.
First time they've been within 3 points since the first half, I believe.
This is a good timeout used here by Coach Thornton. Knights are back in it.
Coach has 2 remaining. I believe that's going to be a full timeout. It is. We'll take a break and be right back.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back to the Castle. We have 5 minutes even on the clock left in the game. It's a 46-43 Bishop Dwenger lead. The Knights have been ever inching closer, and we just mentioning at the timeout there, the big difference in this game, Norwell has gotten the line 25 times, and Dwenger just 10. The Lady Knights have drawn a lot more contact. Now, I wouldn't say Dwenger hasn't been aggressive attacking the rim, because they have, because all their buckets have been layups. But Norwell getting to the line better.
They really have, and Dwenger's made their shots inside. That's
exactly
really the difference.
Right.
Rouse into the backcourt. That's Wilson. Lady Knights with a chance to potentially tie with a three-point basket here. As Barger probably had a lane. There's the backdoor pass.
That's not going to work with Ross.
No, Ross does a great job on that back line. And another opportunity squandered there for the Lady Knights.
Just got to get another stop, though.
Molly Ring back in there for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. She has 4 fouls, as does Logan Rouse, who's also on the floor for the Knights. Ross stepping out. O'Brien. As Norwell back in their man-to-man defense here. Into the high post, Sturba down low to Ross. Ross is going to get fouled. Boy, if they call that on Logan Rouse, she's done. Not sure. No, it's going to go on Aubrey Dunnick, but Aubrey picks up her 4th, which isn't a much better solution.
No, that's 2 of the big inside players for Norwell. I think really great job on Dwenger's part, as Ross is deadly from the line now. They've gone back to Ross, and in these situations, that's where you got to go.
Kaylee Filling checks back in. Bales takes a seat.
So now 2 players on the floor for Norwell with 4 fouls.
Ross now with 13.
A lot of those have been from the line.
Throws. Yeah, she's 4 of 4 in the second half. 7 of 8 overall, and another turnover on the Lady Knights.
Just ridiculously careless. That's just a possession you cannot afford to waste, and no pressure at all.
Yeah.
On that travel.
Oh, that should have been double.
Double. They get a turnover anyway.
Yeah, Rouse just took it away from her, and now a foul's going to be called. I think that's going to go on Winnie O'Brien. We'll have to check it. No. It's on Olivia Sturba, and that's her 4th. So
that's big.
Ream and Sturba for the Saints, Dunnick and Rouse for the Knights, all with 4 fouls. Logan Rouse will go to the line. She'll shoot a pair as the Knights in the double bonus.
Logan has looked pretty comfortable here in the second half, so whatever kind of injury it was, it wasn't too significant.
Yeah, she's done very well. That's her first point of the 4th quarter.
They can cut it back to 3 here if she's able to hit it.
Her second, also good. And I've got Logan now with 15. Ream into the front court. It's a 3-point game again with 3:54. Barger with the steal. She'll head the other way, miss the shot, and it'll be out of bounds and go to Dwenger. Boy, another great opportunity there for the Lady Knights. Caitlin Ryan checks back in for Bishop Dwenger.
Boy, Norwell has just been so close to getting the big bucket they need. They just haven't gotten it yet.
Dwenger with just 4 points in this 4th quarter.
Oh, they have not
over
scored.
Halfway through.
Well, they've only had 14 points in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. And almost stolen away it is. Boy, Dwenger really having a tough time with turnovers. I've got him now with 18 in the second half.
That's just incredible number.
Total of 31.
Wow.
Overall. As, oh boy, Felling might have got away with the travel there. Rouse looks outside. She's going to draw a foul. I think that's probably going to go on Ellen Ross. If it does, yep, that's her 4th.
Wow.
Foul trouble all over the place here. It's just been a really sloppy second half for both squads. There's been a lot of contact, a lot of fouls, and Rouse now good with another free throw. She can pull the Knights to within 1 as Ross will take a seat. Faith Taylor replaces her.
I agree with you there. It's not been a lot of pace or flow either way. A lot of stoppages. The second half has taken quite some time.
And Rouse.
It's down to 1.
Good job by the senior. Pressure situation. Knights back into 1-3-1. Almost created a turnover there. Ream finds Ryan. Ryan no good. And Barger chases down the rebound. There has not been much rebounding at all here in the fourth quarter. As Filling with the floater, no good, but gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Wilson for three. Good! What a great job by Kaylee Felling. And the Lady Knights take their first lead of this basketball game. Renbarger turns it over. And Norwell with all the momentum right now. They need to take care of the basketball.
Yep. Continue to get good looks. Still got 2:38 to go.
Woo, dangerous pass to Dunick.
Good ball movement, though. Inside-out play.
And Barger able to get it back for the Lady Knights. Dunick takes it into the lane, gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Good strong move by Aubrey.
It's just been the difference in the free throw attempts has been amazing. Norwell, I believe now, over 30 attempts for the game, and Dwenger's still at 10 or 12. So,
well, no, they're up to, yeah, you're right, 12 actually. As Dunick's first is good. Well, and the Dwenger fans will certainly talk about that after this one, regardless of how it ends up. Ellen Ross and Grace Wharton back in for the Saints. Go ahead, Derek.
The difference has been, though, Norwell has just, there really has been more contact inside. She misses, and now Rouse is going to foul out right there. That's going to be it for Logan. That's big, and it's also going to put Ellen Ross to the line shooting 1-1.
Well, Logan's going to go to the bench with 17 points.
Great game for Logan.
And 9 rebounds, along with a couple of assists. She'll be replaced by Maya Shelton, and Ellen Ross will go to the line. Ross has been perfect from the free throw line since her first miss. Since that miss in the second quarter, she's hit 8 in a row. Make it 9.
Coach Inch is going to call a 30 here for Dwenger.
For Ellen Ross, I've got her now with 15 points. We'll keep it here with 2:24 left, and the Knights leading by 1. Daniels Jewelers does in-house repair, specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Daniels Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton. Also, Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all type of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com.
2:24 to go. 51-50 Norwell lead. It is the first time we've been able to say that. They have gained the lead here in this second half. A huge three from Brio Wilson, and that's a place where the Knights have not shot it well tonight. And in a sloppy basketball game, the winner here, it's hard to say that it was well played by either team.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to be able to say that.
But
right.
You can definitely use the terms gritty and kind of grind it out type of game. These are the games that really test your team's ability, and it's now the second game in a row Norwell's had to do that, albeit this one is against a much more quality opponent.
Absolutely. As Dwenger with the full court defense, Barger gets it into the front court. Dwenger really attacking the basketball, trying to trap all over this front court, and dangerous pass there.
Well, if you're Norwell, though, you can probably still only shoot a layup, and this is going to be a timeout used by Coach Thornton now.
Well, both teams now with 1 timeout left. That'll be a full timeout, so we will take a break with the Knights leading by 1. We'll be back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
And welcome back to Norwell. 2:04 to play. It's still a 51-50 Norwell lead. The Lady Knights will have it out of bounds on the sideline. Wilson will key it in for Norwell.
Wilson, Filling, Shelton, Dunnick, and Barger on the floor as Filling gets free. Can't get it to go, but again pulls down her own rebound. That'll be Norwell basketball. Boy, Kaylee Filling, when she misses, I mean, she gets after it.
She does.
That's 2 shots in a row where she's missed but pulled down her own rebound.
She rebounds really well for a guard.
Oh, and for her size, I mean,
and
there's another turnover on the Knights. Filling listed at 5'5". That's Wharton in the corner, and it's a 3-ball. That's a big basket for Grace Wharton. Her 5th point of the night breaks a long scoring drought for the Saints. Barger had Dunnick wide open. Instead, turns it over as Shelton steps in front. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Ellen Ross, I believe. She will exit.
Oh, they're going to give it to Maya Shelton. That's horrible. Wow. I can't believe that one.
She definitely had position on Ellen Ross.
Yeah,
that's a tough call.
That's a huge call, too, with 1:27 left.
It'll send Ross to the line, who's been pretty much automatic.
Yeah, she missed her first one of the night. I don't think she's missed since then, has she?
She's not. I believe she's hit 9 in a row, make it 10.
Wow. Tough call on Maya.
Boy, I really thought Maya was in front of Ross on that particular play. We've seen that call missed more than a few times over the years. Ross continues her reign at the line. It's a 4-point Dwenger lead. Filling will break into the front court. She's got numbers, spins into the lane, can't get it to go, and Ross pulls down the rebound.
And another foul.
She'll be fouled.
You can't foul Ross. You can't do that because she's going to make it's an automatic 2 points for Dwenger. You can't foul Ross.
Aubrey Dunnick's going to foul out.
Yeah.
Second night to do so.
Big foul. And things, if Norwell isn't able to get a quick bucket after the free throws here, it's going to be very difficult to come back. They've only led for a brief time.
Ellen Ross, I've got her now with 17 points, and she did not score in the third quarter.
It's simply automatic from the line.
She really has done a great job.
Yeah.
The senior really stepping up big here for the Saints in crunch time. Norwell took a brief 1-point lead.
And it was brief.
Yeah, but Ellen Ross.
That's a foul.
That's going to go on Ryan, I believe. That'll be her third.
Sarcastic applause from the Norwell crowd.
Boy, after hardly any fouls being called in the first half, it's turned into a free throw shooting contest here in the second.
Barger will shoot a pair. Both teams in the double bonus from here out.
1:12 left on the clock.
Yep.
Barger good again from the line. She'll try to pull the Lady Knights back to within 4. And she does. Grant's been really good from the line this evening.
How long do
6 of 6.
How long before you foul if you're Norwell?
Well, I try to. There's almost a steal by Barger. Well, it's a 2-possession game, so I'd say you give yourself maybe 15 more seconds off the clock.
Yeah, I'd even say less than that. Although Dwenger hasn't done a good job taking care of the ball.
Hey, that's the thing. You really got to give yourself a chance to create a turnover.
And there it is.
Wow, 11 turnovers on the Bishop Dwenger Saints here in the fourth quarter. That's where I kind of got that 15-second number, Derek. You got to give yourself a couple more seconds against what's been a very shaky Dwenger offense. Shelton will get into the lane. No foul called.
Yeah, that's pretty good defense.
Yeah, it really was. Ross pulled down another rebound.
Well, now you got to start
fouling.
Now
you got to foul.
You got to foul.
And no foul called there.
And you got to foul before they get it back to Ross.
And Shelton took it away.
Now what? Oh, now they're going to give him a timeout.
It's going to be Cleveland Inge's last timeout.
Well, way too much time off the clock, though, for Norwell.
30.8 seconds left.
And
it's going to be a full timeout.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break and be back. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the Castle. 30.8 on the clock, 57-53. Bishop Dwenger leads. They'll have the ball coming out of the timeout. You almost, if you don't get the steal on the inbounds, you probably got to foul right away now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You're running
Derek.
out of time.
And try not to foul Ellen Ross, for heaven's sake. You got to foul her right there.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right, see, they're just missing their chance. You have to foul right now.
23
my
seconds
goodness, you got to
left.
foul.
There's going to be a foul. I think it's going to go on Brielle Wilson.
What are you waiting for? That's, you know,
Lauren Bales.
That's 9 valuable seconds. That come
I think
off
they
the
were
clock.
trying to foul, actually. I thought Chilton made pretty good contact out top here and just wasn't called. Caitlin Ryan will shoot her first free throw of the evening. She'll get 2 because both teams are in the double bonus.
That's big. If you're Norwell, you've got 1 timeout. You got to go quick, you got to get a basket, and you got to use that timeout.
Yep. Ryan trying to make it a 5-point lead, and she does for the Saints. 22 seconds, and the Knights throw it away. Well, Sturba did a great job of just stepping in front of that pass. It was not a good pass. That's 6 turnovers here in the fourth quarter on the Lady Knights. I've got them for 27 overall.
Well, they're not out of it yet, but 2 free throws here would definitely put them out.
Molly Ream goes to the line. Brielle Wilson picked up her 4th foul, by the way.
Oh,
and
man.
Ream with that high arcing free throw. She was 2 of 2.
Hadn't even touched the rim yet.
Way back in the first quarter. Yeah, it's not a real conventional looking shot, but boy, she is good on her free throws as she goes 4 of 4 on the evening. I've got her now with 10 points. Felling races up court with 9 seconds, goes to the rim, misses the shot. Barger misses. It's out of bounds, and it'll remain Norwell basketball.
Just 4 seconds left, though.
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, Dwenger's going to walk out of here with a win. Barger inside, blocked by Ross.
Fitting in.
And that will do it. I had, we'll talk about it. The number of blocks that Ellen Ross had tonight, pretty impressive. Well, the final score here at the Castle is Bishop Dwenger 60, Norwell 53. We'll take a break here from some sponsors and be back with your post-game show after these words.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle. Wrapping things up after a 60-53 Bishop Dwenger victory over the Norwell Lady Knights. The Saints improved to 7-4. The Knights fall to 7-4. And this evening, it's just a difficult game to handle if you're Norwell. And Dwenger's really got to be thinking, even though they controlled the game, they really got to be thinking that they escaped from the Castle with a win.
Yeah, you know, it never felt like it was out of Bishop Dwenger's hands. Yeah. And frankly, if Norwell would have been able to pull out a victory late, it would have really felt like they stole one.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think it's really a testament to how good this Dwenger team can be, because they played, turned it over 30 times, and I know you're going to touch on that in the final statistics.
Exactly.
But they came in and won, and again led all but about a minute of the game. They led about 31 minutes of the game. Norwell had it out to 3, and that's the biggest they had it. And after that, it was basically a 6+ point lead for most of the game for Dwenger.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. Obviously, not really well played.
No.
But I thought that a lot of energy, obviously, on both sides. It wasn't for lack of effort that it was a sloppy game. And it was just a matter of not a lot of shots were made. Neither team shot a great percentage. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. Ellen Ross really stood out to me. 19 points. Let's see. I've got her for 19 points and 13 rebounds, along with an assist in there as well, and 6 block shots.
At least.
She
probably got a deflection on a number of others.
And she might have. The 6 that I could really tell were clean block shots. I mean, she is just an impressive ball player headed for Butler next year. Well, let's go ahead and run through some stats for the victorious Bishop Dwenger Lady Saints. We had them 19 of 47 from the field. That's 40% as a team. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. They just hit one 3-pointer in that fourth quarter. That's 14%. But 19 of 22 from the free throw line for 86%. On the bad side of the ledger, I had them for 33 turnovers and just 18 rebounds. We're going to be joined now by head coach Eric Thornton. Individually for Bishop Dwenger, as we mentioned, Ellen Ross, a big game, 19 points, 13 rebounds, an assist, and 6 block shots in our book. Olivia Sturba also in double figures with 17, along with Molly Ream with 10. Grace Wharton and Caitlin Ryan chipped in with 5 apiece, and Faith Taylor and Grace Renbarger chipped in with 2 apiece for a total of 60 for the Lady Saints. And we'll talk to Coach Thornton here. Coach, we were talking about it a little bit before you came up. I think if your squad would have come back and been able to win this one late, I think it probably would have felt like you stole one in this one.
I don't agree.
Don't agree with that?
No, I don't agree with it at all. I think that discredits our kids.
Okay.
I felt that way with Derek's question the other night. You know, at DeKalb, what would you do over? Make more shots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't know, guys. It's tough to come up here and answer those questions. But I know you're doing your job and you're trying to, analyze things. But, that's a very physical basketball team.
Very physical.
But at the same time, our kids do some things well, too. And I thought they showed a lot of toughness when they got down. And
they created, and that was the next thing I was going to talk about, Coach. They created 33 turnovers in my book on the Bishop Dwenger Saints tonight.
And then we
turned it over a little bit themselves. Yeah.
We turned it over when we had the lead and fouled them and put them at the line. And rather than letting our defense win the game for us as we were coming back, which got us back in the game, we just again. We got to close that game out. We got to learn how to close that game out. Logan's 4th foul hurt bad. Logan's 5th foul, but then we can't just go, okay, what do we do now? And our execution was not good at the end.
Well, talk about toughness. I mean, for her to come back out and play after being banged up a little bit there in the first half, I thought that was a great display of toughness by Logan Rouse.
That was the two things we talked. The top two things for us today were attack and toughness. And when you look at those two things, they out-toughed us in the first half. They did. And I thought we out-toughed them for most of the second half. But again, when the game's in the balance there, we have to be able to close that game out and execute our offense. And I don't know how many turnovers we had in a row with a lead, and then we foul Ross, and she goes down and hits, and we turn it over again, and they hit a 3, I think, and then we're behind the 8 ball, and we're not able to get the thing back the way we wanted to. So tough start to the game, tough finish to the game. A lot of good things in between, but not enough.
Yeah, Ellen Ross, after missing her first attempt, I believe hit her next 11. I mean, she was just really good from the free throw line. Showed she's a Division I player, I thought.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, Coach, a lot of good things to talk about. You had a couple players in double figures scoring-wise with Rouse. Brielle Wilson hit some big threes. 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. She's been your most consistent three-point shooter all year, and I thought really did a nice job of stepping up, especially in the second half, 2 of 3.
Yeah, a lot. Again, I love our kids' fight. Brielle and Logan have done a great job with our leadership. These kids are feeding off of them, and I can't ask them to do any more. Brielle is doing more from the three-point line than we expected. Proud of that kid. She's this type of game upsets her. She's it's a quietness that she has that you can tell is something that she's not. This isn't good enough for her, and I like that about her. And but these are the types of games that we're going to have to win a sectional. And with our sectional, as tough as it is, we have to learn to close these out because we may have to do 3 of these things in 1 week.
Dwenger, a very good basketball team. The other positive, Coach, that I really noted, I had you out rebounding them by a pretty significant margin, and a lot of those were offensive rebounds. I haven't broken them down yet. I had 29-18
We had like 31 to 25,
okay.
but it was about the similar spread there.
I never give the other team enough credit for rebounds.
Well,
so.
Again, Ross's difference at the rim against us, we're just not as strong as she is. I thought she changed the game at the rim in a lot of different possessions of the game.
I don't know how to 6 blocks.
I don't know how to get that changed quickly enough against a kid like her, but good effort again by our kids. Going to have one like this on Friday, so we'll have to find a way to start this thing off better.
What do you expect to see from Warsaw on Friday night, Coach?
Just a lot slower game, a lot fewer possessions. Very solid team. Not going to make a lot of mistakes. But it's another team that we can get. We've got to find a way to go on the road Friday and be in the ball game at the end of the first quarter, and then go from there. So our kids are getting some good experience here. Our young kids are growing up. The schedule doesn't get easier. That's exactly what we signed up for. So, again, proud of our kids. Very disappointed in the loss, but we'll get ready for Friday.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up here and joining us, and we will follow you to Warsaw on Friday night.
Okay.
Okay.
All thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Head Coach Eric Thornton joining us here in the post-game show. Let's run through some stats for Norwell. Logan Rouse led the way in scoring. Actually, let's go to do the team stats. I apologize. Thought I might have run through those. As a team, they were 15 of 55 from the field for 27%, 3 of 13 from beyond the arc for 23%, and 20 of 33 from the free throw line for 61%. A total of 53 points. I had them for 26 turnovers and 29 rebounds, as Coach mentioned in their book, which is more right than mine. 31 and 25 on the rebounding edge. Individually for the Knights, Logan Rouse led the way. She had 17 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, and 5 of 8 from the line. Also in double figures was Brielle Wilson with 10 points. She hit 3 threes and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Right behind her, Aubrey Dunnick with 9, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 9 from the line. Then Brianne Barger with 8, 1 of 11 from the field, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, and 6 of 6 from the line. So Brianne doing a great job from the free throw line tonight. Chipping in with 5 points was Kaylee Felling with 5, 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 1 from the arc, and 1 of 2 from the line. Then Maya Shelton had 3 points, all from the free throw line. She was 3 of 4, 0 for 3 from the field. And then Kylie Top also hit a free throw for her 1 point and 53 for the night. We need to name a Norwell player of the game. Derek, your thoughts?
Well, before we get to that, I want to mention that free throw shooting got way better.
They
were 14 for 18 in the fourth quarter. So that's a pretty good number for any team. So to go that number in the fourth quarter and have a chance, it was not missed free throws at the end that cost them this game, but just wanted to say that. Player of the game-wise, it's Logan Rouse for me. And part of that comes into play with the gritty factor that she came back with. She didn't, and she fouled out of that game, and that's that
you hated to lose her in that spot.
And it killed them. And then Dunnick fouls out, and then you're really in trouble.
Yep.
When you've got 2 of your players that go to the rim a lot and are aggressive and attack, that definitely hurts you. But for me, it's Logan Rouse.
I would agree, Derek. Logan Rouse, your player of the game this evening for your Norwell Lady Knights. Take us home, young man.
Final score one more time. It's Bishop Dwenger 60, Norwell 53. And both teams are now 7-4 on the season. On behalf of Greg Van Meter and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Ducker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.